even if you're a day trader and you can see a repeatable pattern, which is when the market participants get to a major resistance area, whether it's on the chart like this line here, or whether it's on price like this $2 level, they take a pause. Don't you think that you can expect to see certain things even all the way down to an hour bar? Meaning you're just looking at snapshots of an hour at a time? The answer is absolutely. That's the whole idea and the whole premise behind short-term trading, is we can see these areas on the chart where professional traders are going to pause. Now, there are a lot of reasons why they're going to do it. They're going to do it because the professional traders, listen, George Soros is not a trader. George Soros hired a guy to do all of his trading for him. George Soros was the strategist. He was the brains behind the operation. But Niederhofer was the guy who actually executed the trades. And what Niederhofer is going to see is either the chart pattern, meaning he's going to see that there's resistance here, he's going to see the chart, or he's going to be watching every single trade and he's going to see, wow, the British pound is having a hard time over here, and he's going to call up George and he's going to say, hey, Georgie boy, let's stop buying for a little while. Let's see what happens to the market. And then, after he sees that buying is starting again, he's going to say, hey, George, okay, now we can buy. So he's going to tell George, okay, let's start going in again. And that's where the big money comes in, and they start pushing the market up even more. Okay, now I know I'm going very fast on all of this. You're going to get this information. It's in all of this information is available to you. Okay, so I'm not going to teach you something and then down the road, try and sell you something else. It's in the course, believe me. And if I have something new, I'm going to put that on the website too. So you have all of this information for you. But just keep in mind, that's why we can plan. That's why I can tell you ahead of time, sometimes a week or two ahead of time, what to expect when the market is going, where it's going to go. And all of that goes into my analysis. Okay, now I'm really going to be under the gun because we've only got about 15 minutes left here. Let me take a breath, take a drink. Okay. Now I see there's a bunch of questions. Again, if you came in late, Agora has told me that due to federal regulations, I can't take live questions. I will get in touch with everybody and let you know when we're going to have a Q&A session, and I do plan on doing them. In fact, I plan on doing some regularly scheduled web conferences like this, these owners' calls, just to make sure that you're staying up to date and specifically to answer questions. Okay, so now I'm down to 15 minutes, so I'm putting pressure on myself here. Okay, so the objective for the last portion of the web conference is going to be introducing to you the whole idea of the planning process. Now, you can get a review of this by going to the membership website and looking at the weekly wrap-up. Now, the weekly wrap-up, I usually have some good intentions of trying to show you my 20-minute process without any commentary. Unfortunately, because at my core, I am a teacher. I love to teach. In fact, one of the reasons why I do what I do, the question I would get invariably at a seminar or invariably at an event like this is, hey, Mac, if this stuff is so great, why are you selling it? Well, one of the big reasons is actually very selfish, okay? When I teach, I get better. When I was in the military, I taught hand-to-hand combat. We taught hand-to-hand combat to the 147th, which is the most elite aviation unit in the entire world as far as I'm concerned. These are the guys, if you've seen Black Hawk Down, those are those nutcases who are flying those little helicopters that would go into places that nobody wants to go. We trained those guys. I trained the 82nd Airborne Division. I trained the 305th Division. I've trained literally 200-300 people at a whack. I love to teach. One of the reasons why I taught martial arts was because I got better at it. One of the reasons why I teach this is because I get better at it. It forces me to remember the fundamentals. And the best people at anything, I don't care if it's trading, or knitting, crochet, golf, whatever, the guys that are the best are the ones who concentrate on the fundamentals. I believe it was Newt Rockne who would start out every season and he would hold up a football and he would say, "This is a football." He would literally go all the way back to those basics after the break of the off season because he knew that real professionals never get tired of drilling the fundamentals. Okay. See, I got off track again. So we got to go quick here. I'm kind of joking that I'm doing this on purpose because I want to show you just how fast you can really get this analysis down. So let's start with the weekly here. The first thing I'm going to do is zoom way out.